Hey everyone, so big news. I just quit my job as a full time software engineer in Japan, and I thought it'd be cool to share some of my experiences and thoughts, especially for those of you thinking about moving to Japan or working here. Yesterday was officially my last day, and honestly, even though I was only with this company for 2 years, it's been the most rewarding job I've ever had. Before Japan, I was in Hong Kong and Shanghai, but Japan really hits different. Let me rewind a bit. Over 2.5 years ago, I applied for this position while still overseas. The interview process was intense, especially since it was in Japanese, first with HR and then with the hiring manager. Somehow I nailed it and got the offer the very next day. But then because of COVID, it took a while to receive my COE and visa before I could come to Japan. When I finally arrived in Japan, I started working with a national research facility. I'll never forget my first meeting with a Japanese client. It was a whole new level of cultural learning. We were outside their office waiting to be let in, and once inside, there was this formal seating arrangement around a rectangular table. We were standing adjacent to each other on one side, while the clients were standing on the other side. When the clients sat down, I thought it was my cue to sit down as well. When I sat down, my coworker immediately yanked my collar to keep me standing. Turns out, you're supposed to wait until a client tells you to sit. It's definitely something you only learn while living in Japan. After that, I switched to working on an internal product, and since the job was fully remote, I had a lot of flexibility. I ended up moving into an apartment just a few minutes walk from a gym that has a swimming pool, bath, and sauna. My daily routine was fulfilling. Attend the morning stand up, cook lunch, hit the gym or pool, then finish work and get some studying done. Plus, the company covered all my study and exam expenses, so I took over a dozen exams, including a Japanese national exam and pretty much every AWS exam out there. Speaking Japanese every day really boosted my language skills. The first 3 months were a noticeable jump, and it's been a steady improvement ever since. So, why am I leaving this company? The work life balance here is incredible, but I'm ready to tackle larger scale systems and products. I just feel that's where I'll grow the most next. This is my first time making a video about my personal life, since I usually stick to content about learning Japanese. If you're into this kind of thing, drop a comment and let me know if you'd like to see more about my life in Japan.